Hello, my name is Rhino. Welcome to another Rhino review. Today we're going to be looking at a Psylockes player named Kyle Pingala. They said that they were having trouble deciding on whether or not they should be flanking more from the backline and diving, or if they should be playing frontline. I believe this is a Diamond 2 game, but hopefully I'm able to impart a little bit of knowledge on what positions are good and what positions are bad, and kind of help guide you through this decision making through this VOD review. For those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, I am currently an Eternity Psylockes player. I was rank 18 back when I made my first video, and I've been playing these kind of hero shooters for the past 10 years, Team Fortress 2, Overwatch as well, in top 500. So hopefully I'm able to kind of dissect what's going on and see what you can improve on. So let's dive right into it. So we're starting on a Rocco. I believe it's this person, Kyle Pingala. So let's take a look and see. Here we go. So yeah, it's Psylockes. You're going into Punisher Hela as DPS. You're going into Emma and Thing, which I think aren't actually super bad matchups for Psylockes. I think it's pretty easy. And then this woman Rocket. Your team, you don't really have, you have a Swirl Girl, you got 3 supports, and you've got Emma Frost. So let's take a look and see. Okay, so you're on defense here. This is I don't think I've ever actually seen that, the turret on top of the on top of the cart. That's kind of funny. Okay, so like outside of aim, you know, obviously you need to practice, but you know, it's Diamond, so I understand aim is not like gonna be your strong suit, at least, you know, right now. But let's take a look and see. So I like that you're kind of helping your team with that Thing who's overextended around the corner, LOSing himself, cleaning up here. Okay, so yeah, aim definitely needs work, but chasing the Emma there was good. Your support is just okay. So let's go back. It's gonna come down to a little bit of awareness, but like you need to see when you come out of here to hear that, you know, you can just hear the shots that your Punisher is getting, or the enemy Punisher is just destroying your support. It's your job here to dash up there and contest them. Like, yes, it's good that you cleaned up the Emma, but if we go back a little bit, you need to be able to clean up this Emma and then afterwards help your teammate out. So you hear these shotgun pumps, you need to be looking up at least. But I think you are a little bit tunnel visioned here. But just, you know, your support is fighting for their life up here and they die for it. So he's so low HP. That's such an easy cleanup kill if you're just a little bit more aware. It's going to come down to maybe turning on your sound a little bit higher, just so you can hear. Okay. This matchup I think is super favored for Psylockes. If there's a Thing on the enemy team, you just sit there and you farm the whole time. Like, I mean, look at your, you know, your ult charge. Like, you're right on par with everyone else. You're actually a little bit ahead of the supports on, I mean, I guess you're not ahead of the Rocket. It's kind of hard to be ahead of Rocket because Rocket heals and gets his ult so quickly, but point is you can farm the Thing because he has no shield. So every single bullet that you're shooting into him, you're just gaining ult charge. And you know, you have the Emma team up too, so like that would double up and just absolutely destroy him. It's one of my favorite matchups because you just get so much ult charge. So here, okay, that's good. I mean, you lined up the shot, took a little bit. She rezzed right behind you and you're kind of just ignoring her, which is bad. And now you have no cooldowns, right? So I want you to realize, like, yes, your opponent here is Diamond. So you're lucky that they missed their shots. But if we watch this back from, you know, bird's eye view, you end up dashing up here. You kill the Hela, which is great. And then you just walk right past the teleporter. She's chasing you down. You have no cooldowns. You got the health back, which is great. You're just really lucky that the Hela missed every shot. Where am I? Oh, there we are. So yeah, in higher elo, like that Hela is not missing that. You're dead. you're just gonna die. And I think as soon as like Celestial, your health would be probably about right here instead, realistically. And if the Hela was good, then you know you'd be dead. So just something to keep in mind. Like, yes, you got the Hela, but like overextending all the way up here by yourself without your team, horrible decision. You got lucky. You got very lucky because you had to do this little loop around that. You don't want to do that. I mean, you can't get healed this whole time. You got the health back, which is good. Like, I like that you use this, but the decision making to go in further here, it's just bad. Like, you kill the Hela and then just stay here. You know, you don't have to go further to get damage out. You can even play here if you really wanted to. You can take this angle, but there's no reason to like go in to get more damage. Okay, let's continue to see. Okay, I actually like that ability usage. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. You just, I mean, you missed your shots and you lost it. You get res. Should have ult here soon. Kill this thing, hopefully. Okay. A little bit of a wasted dash. And then yeah, your aim needs significant help. You need to practice your aim. That right there, like you shouldn't be losing that. This Hela has no health. You know, you can't miss those shots. But I'm gonna try to see if there's like decisional making issues beyond just aim. Like, obviously we know you should have won that fight, but I think everything else was okay there. Yeah, your team is dying here. There's no reason to be in anymore. You just need to be out. Hela is trolling. This ult is so bad from Hela, it's insane. You already have 3 people dead. The fact that she even ults here is just wild to me, because it's like, bro, everyone on the enemy team is dead. So I don't know why this Hela is doing that. It's just an example of like a mistake that people do in this elo. This elo is what, Diamond 3, Diamond 2? It's just a mistake of like, you panic or you think you need to do something without thinking of it all the way through. So from Hela's perspective, it's, oh, I want to ult so I can secure the point. But the thing is, they've already won the fight, which means your decision making here should be not, I'm going to go in and I'm going to try to hold the fort down and clean it up for my team. Your decision making should be, I'm going to wait right here. I'm going to wait for my team to respawn and regroup. If the cart gets really close, then I have to contest and touch it, right? So that way my team can stall. But like going in right now, trying to like 1v6 this, horrible idea. You're not going to get any value here. I guarantee you die. Kill the, no, you have, okay. This is as good as a kill. This is as good as a kill. You have to kill the respawn beacon, because it doesn't matter how much damage you do or who you picked off. It doesn't matter. Let's say you killed this Hela who's, you know, cooking your team, whatever. She just respawns. You just used all that time to do nothing. So it's like the #1 thing that you have to do. If you see a respawn beacon, you have to kill it. If you don't kill it, you're essentially giving them a free life, and you should be flamed until you cry. This is just the biggest mistake, and you cannot be doing this, okay? This is going to lose you a game. You kill the support, great. They're back with their ult. You just used 3 cooldowns. You're now half HP. Like, this is the biggest mistake that you've made so far. Do not ever do this again. Okay, you're ulting into a crowded group. You got really lucky with that kill. I have no idea how that killed, but I mean, I guess we can go back and see it. Yeah, so you just sent your ult. I know you're trying to stop the cart. They capped the cart anyways because no one's touching it. So this ult, you got really lucky with the kill, but it has no value. It's negative value. The team capped. So you got essentially 0 value out of that ult. Yes, it looks like you got a kill. Who cares? That kill meant nothing. So this really comes down to your team not touching the point. But you should be better than your team, right? To climb, you have to be better than your elo. And by being better than your elo, you need to understand, I should not be ulting here in the middle of 6 people when the cart is this close and there's no one to contest it. Yeah, great, you got a kill, but it means nothing. So don't ever do that again. Okay, you die for it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you're gonna die. You know, you can't live all the time, so that's fine. Especially when you're diamond. I think the important thing is to understand why you were doing what you're doing. So here, the enemy team ults. Bad ult. I like that you're LOSing it. That's perfect. Actually, really good. Yeah, I mean, you did a good job of avoiding it. You are standing kind of too much in the fray here. Farming the thing. I like that. Poking at the Emma a little bit. Excellent. Looking for stragglers in the back here, and you're kind of flailing around. So let's go back to that decision making there, okay? I like that you decided to go past and go invis, but this part here is you're just going invisible and then you're standing right in front of them. So again, you're not doing anything. They see you, right? Every time you take damage, they will see you. So this does nothing. You dash, you use 1 cooldown, so now you've got no dashes, you've got no invisibility, you've got no clone, you've got no right click, right? Now what do we do? You poke, you get your cooldowns back, perfect, right? That's exactly what you should be doing, is cycling your cooldowns and trying to get them back. You go invis here for 2 seconds, you flail around and kind of don't kill anyone, you land like 3 bullets. So it's like, you have the right idea for a split second, and then you immediately drop it. I would like to see you next time, if you're gonna go in, look for this Hela that you know, you heard her bounce off this jump pad. Your team is just, I mean, it's 2 DPS that are cut off from their healers. Their healers can't even heal them right now. Or go for their supports, but instead you kind of do neither. And I mean, okay, your team gets the kill. You need to practice your aim. I've said that already, though. I'm not going to harp on it too much more. It's kind of hard, I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit difficult to really, like, give you super key points when I think a lot of this could really come down to just aiming better. So it's hard for me to just, like, not harp on it. I think you need to improve it, because some of these positions that you're in are actually not bad. But they can't convert because you don't have the mechanical skill to, I mean, essentially confirm those kills or put any real pressure on them. So the decision there to go in and kind of avoid the Punisher, I don't hate it. I think it's okay. But you're farming the front line now. Like, yeah, so you're kind of shooting the front line here. Like, way too close, right? You should never be in grab distance of Emma. You just shouldn't be. Like, unless you're going for their supports and then Emma grabs you out, then I understand why you got grabbed. But if you were this close to Emma, she's being healed by 2 supports. She's not gonna die. I mean, especially, you know, with less than optimal aim, there's no way this Emma dies. You can't be this close. Your team is already gone. Like, you're dying in the middle of no man's land. Your supports are trying to keep you up, trying to heal you, but like, you are just so far in. Your support dies for it. Yep. Let's go to this next one. Okay, kill the thing, that's fine. Objective here should be getting the Punisher out of his ult. So right here, instead of going for their backline, like, yes, there's a TP, there's no way you would have known it's here though. Okay. The idea is off angle where your supports can still see you and shoot the Punisher. So I would say about right here. Standing literally right here is perfect because you can shoot the Punisher, your supports can heal you. He's not looking at you, right? This Punisher is not looking at you. And this wall is completely defending you from these 4 people looking your way. So you can just shoot the Punisher until he turns on you. When the Punisher turns on you, you can just move further back. You can dash towards this health pack, or you can dash away. Okay. So yeah, you get the respawn beacon. Good. Looking around, you're dashing into the Invis Woman ult. They use both of their support ults. Good. I like this ult usage. This is really good. You're actually so unlucky with the LOS there. But that play is actually really good. Being able to ult to essentially remove the Punisher as soon as possible from his ult is really good. This pillar screwed you over, which does suck. But I see the vision, and I think that was actually the right play. You got a little bit unlucky. They were doing a good job of keeping him up with the heals. But the play is correct. I think you got a little bit unlucky and the execution wasn't perfect, but the thought process was good. So I like that. I like seeing that. You die for it. Unlucky. Again, the team got the point. So I think the ult is a little bit late. I want to see the exact timing of it. Actually, so I'm gonna go back. Yeah, so 421, you're bursting, you get the ult, you get a little bit unlucky with the LOS. Yeah, so it wasn't the worst ult. It's just you got unlucky. Okay. Let's see what the thought process here is. So like, what's the game plan here, right? The game plan in your mind should be, when you're rolling out, who do I need to kill that's causing me the most trouble? And causing my team the most trouble. So you have one tank. So think about it logically, right? One tank on your team versus their two tanks. What should be your number one priority in killing? Obviously, the answer is always going to be healers, but beyond just healers, what else could help your team? So take a look. You see Punisher is ace. He's doing the most damage. It should be Punisher. And why? Because the Punisher is breaking your Emma shield. Your Emma has 0 value because she can't even keep her shield up. She's taking so much damage from this Punisher. So you need to kill the Punisher. If he's being pocketed, you need to kill the supports first, obviously. But Punisher should be your number one priority. The easiest way, in my opinion, is either going to assassinate him using your clone, right? You go invisible, you sneak up on him, you pop clone, and you use left click, right click, left click, right? Dash, whatever, toss in a dash. He should die. If that's not working, the other way to go about it is farm the thing. Shoot the thing non-stop. This guy should not be able to breathe. He doesn't have a shield. He fakes tanks everything, right? He tanks with his health pool, which means you get super fast ult charge, which means you can then use that ult to kill the Punisher. So either way, the end result is killing the Punisher. How you want to go about it, whether it's direct assassination or farming the thing to get ult, those are the things that you need to be thinking. So let's take a look. I mean, Punisher's setting back up again. I would not go down here, right? There's no reason to go down here. You go up. I love that. And then you give up the space again. So now you use both dashes. Okay, so your team actually is doing good with these ults, but I think you played it incorrectly. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go back and I'll show you exactly what I think you should have done better and what position you should have taken. I think maybe you can kind of pick up on it, but going up here, you immediately gave it up. I think you should have stayed up here. Your Squirrel Girl is up here. You can help this Hela who has no heals. Or, I mean, you can help your Squirrel Girl kill the Hela who has no heals, right? And imagine we're watching it from this POV. Instead of being down there, the Hela drops down. You're sitting up here, and you're able to shoot this thing. You're able to shoot this Invis Woman. You're able to shoot this Punisher the whole time. They're not even looking at you. This whole time, this position right here, standing up here looking down, you're uncontested. So that's what I would rather see. Okay, you've dashed up here. You saw the Hela. I think you panicked and you dashed away. Man up. Sit up here. Fight for that position, right? If you lose it, you lose it. And that's just like a skill gap. That's a mechanical gap. But the position, you do need to be there. You need to fight for that position, okay? There's no one up here. Outside of that Hela, it was Squirrel Girl and you versus the Hela. You can 100% kill that. And if you can't, then you might not deserve to be in this elo. I'm not gonna lie, but the point is, you should win that fight. You should be able to have this position, and you should be able to fight that whole team fight from above here. Okay. Good cleanup. I don't know what. Actually, what is that Hela doing? Why is she back here? This Hela. Okay, yeah, this Hela is just bad. This Emma, horrible ult from that enemy. Emma, like, her team is dead. She's just ulting for fun out here. Horrible. Let's see. So, good defense from the team. You have no ults now, so now you guys are in a little bit of trouble. I would just keep farming the front line like this. Yeah, perfect. So this is not bad. You're in the middle now of 4 people. If they decide to turn on you, you should die. Right? This is bad positioning from you. Again, I would rather you take the high ground up here. Thing can't reach you. Emma can't reach you. Magic, yeah, she has to come up to contest you. I mean, Rocket's not going to reach you either, but you can at least sit here and like shoot the thing. And I do like it. I mean, you are shooting the thing, so like that's good. You're shooting the Emma. You know she's low. Okay. Thing got respawns. Okay. So yeah, here is where you're making your mistake again. You are standing in the front, which is okay if you're farming the thing. It's not the worst thing, right? No pun intended. You hear this rocket ult, you either have 2 options. You immediately start shooting this with your team, which I think you can't really do because of the position. It's kind of in a weird position for you to be down here and look up. And then your Punisher and your Squirrel Girl can't shoot it, right? I mean, like, they have to look over the ledge. There's no way. Your Emma is not going to sit here and shoot it either. So that leaves you with one option, which is you need to retreat.
This is real firepower.
Okay. I don't know why you dashed in. You die for this, right? No? Okay, go to healers. Go to healers. Yeah, you should be dead. Don't dash in like this. This dashing in is gonna get you killed. Okay, you got lucky. You need to dash up. Dash up or away. Right here. You go up here, or you dash to the left, or you dash backwards. Pick one. The dashing in is crazy. Dashing in when you hear it's clobbering time. That's. I mean, come on. You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that. The fact that you live here is crazy. I hate this. I hate that you are going in the middle of this ult and just walking in the middle of 4 of them. Like, you look at your positioning. Who are you here with? You're here with your squirrel buddy, I guess. Like I mean, there's just no reason that you need to be in the middle of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's, you know, people above you. 4 to 5 people in this tiny crowded room, in range of 2 melee characters who absolutely destroy you, by the way, in the middle of an Invisal. Yes, you're being healed by your Invisal, but they're also being healed by their Invisal. So as soon as this goes down, you are dead. This is probably the worst position on the map that you can be in right now in this fight. Instead, how about here? Okay. This is better. You can at least shoot the Punisher. You can farm the thing. You can, you know, shoot at the Magic, who's taking damage from the Squirrel Girl ultimate. Shoot the Emma, who's overextended. I mean, she's doing the same thing that you're doing, right? She's in the middle of 4 people. But this positioning is just crazy to me. You can't be doing that. You have to be up here. You've got to be contesting the Punisher. You've got to be over here on top of this box. Like, you have so many options, and I'm not gonna lie, I think you picked the exact worst option.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Okay, you let the ult rip. Beautiful. I like that. Excellent. Really good ult usage. Let's use... Okay, I actually really love everything about that right there. The follow-up after the ult, perfect. I think the ultimate usage was good. I think the ability usage afterwards was not necessarily that good. And let me show you what I mean by that, okay? So we're gonna go back. You go in. You get this ult to cancel the Punisher ult. You kill the Emma. Great. You shoot the thing. You hear your Cloak and Dagger ulting here, which means you don't need to use any abilities. You can stand there and shoot and save your abilities. There's no reason to be using invisibility here. You can use dash, of course, if you need to like clean up a kill. You can use your clone, of course, to add more damage, but there's no reason to use invisibility here. So you dash and then you go invisible. Why? You're full health. You can just stay on the entire cloak ultimate and take no damage, essentially, right? So again, remember, this is a 15-second cooldown that lasts 2 seconds. You cannot be using it like this for nothing. Okay, there's an invulnerability carpet behind you right now. There's no reason to be using your invisibility. So good cleanup here. You guys focus the magic. Great. I mean, your team did well. Shoot the respawn beacon. I like it. And then you're going back down here again, right? You're going back down to the pit. Don't like the pit. Okay, you need to be going up top. Don't do this. Take the high positioning. Don't take this this low positioning into the Punisher. Okay. I'm going for this very ambitious assassination. That's never gonna land. Like 99 out of 100 times, you're never getting this. Okay. I like that you went for it. At least you know now that you can't do it. But like, let's look at the ability usage in slow motion. Okay. And I want you to think of the thought process. What should I be doing? I should be dashing in or going invisible. I should be popping my clone, and I should be left click, right click, left click on the Punisher. Okay, that's the thought process going into the assassination. Let's see what actually goes out. So you go up, you go invisible, you get revealed by the Emma beam because she did damage to you, so they are starting to look at you now. You miss all your shots. You hear that she goes invuln. You should be out of there immediately. By invuln, I mean diamond form. Sorry. She looks at your clone because, you know, she got fooled by it. But like, immediately you hear that diamond form. I'm out of there. Dash away immediately. Okay. She ends up going for, I guess, you. But like, you didn't really get any value out of that, right? You put yourself in a risky situation by using all these cooldowns and you didn't get the kill. And even if you did get the kill, like, you probably die afterwards too. So this was kind of like a nothing play. You might feel like you did something there, or like, oh, I distracted them, or oh, I bought time. You didn't do anything. You just used all your cooldowns, got zero value out of it. Okay, so now we're taking the high ground, but you use both your dashes. You're going invisible. That's fine. Dropping back down again. Playing the front line. I really think, like, you just need to stop staying out here in the front. You need to find the off angles, right? Off angles means if this is main, this is like where everyone is fighting. You need to be this way. You can still shoot main, but you need to not be directly in the line of fire of every single person. You are not Punisher, right? This is Punisher. If he's shooting here and you're shooting here, you know you're in the wrong spot. Okay? You need to be over here where you can still get healed, but still shoot people and not be in the line of fire. You can be up here, same exact thing. You're still shooting people, right? You're still able to be healed. You're not in the line of fire. Same thing over here. This is kind of sus because if, you know, the Punisher is good, he'll shoot you and you're not going to get healed. So I don't like this position, of course, but What about up here? Like, even on top of the box is not bad. You know? There's just so many better positions to be in than directly here in main. Okay, good ammo ult from your team. Cleaning up the fight. I think target selection needs work. Okay, so let's go back here. Target selection, I think you shouldn't be going for the Emma that is not being mind controlled. I think you should go for the other people who are being affected by your own Emma ult. So let's go back. Your Emma ult's here. You go for the Emma instead of going for any of these people or this magic who's clearly overextended. I think you saw that she was low health and you thought that you might be able to kill her, but I think it really comes down to being able to hit your shots as well. So it's kind of a I don't know. I don't know if it's the best idea or the worst idea because you don't have the mechanical skill to back it up. So it's just bad shot selection, I think. Okay, breaking the amp is good. And going further in is bad. So that's why you die. Okay. Okay, unlucky. The magic lived. Okay, good cleanup. I like it. You have ult? Yes. Good. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Okay, now you're just in the middle of 4 people, in the middle of your own ult, so I understand. Not bad. Still okay. But it's about to end here. You gotta get out. Tell me you shoot the respawn beacon. No, you do not. No. Alright, so yeah, you didn't shoot the respawn beacon, so the invisible woman respawns. She dies. Good. Okay, so yeah, let's call it there. I mean, that's a I mean, it's not horrible, right? Like, it's Diamond 2, so like I understand skill level. I just think there's improvement for sure. I hope you understand the positioning errors that I was pointing out. And I hope you are able to see kind of the certain fights that you were taking, you lost simply because of aim and not because of decision making. And then other fights you lost because of decision making and not because of aim. And you know, as you continue to go further, like, you're gonna have to improve on both of them. So I like the ult usage in this game. I like the decision making on ulting to kill the Punisher immediately. Playing inside your invisible woman ult, that's actually really good too. I like that. I think you had some actually really good shots. I think the aim needs improvement for consistency, and then on top of that, okay, so I am back. Let me show you what I mean about the position. Okay, so I think I was telling you about this in the subreddit as well, but imagine your fight is a square, okay, and then we separate it by, you know, halfway through. This is our side down here at the bottom, and then this is the enemy side, right? If the enemy is right here in like this section of the fight, and your tank is right here in this section of the fight, your best positioning would be somewhere either here or here, right? This one is closer to your team. This one is if you're flanking from behind. Now, if you take a look, this is kind of like an L shape, right? It's like a backwards L. You want to be right next to your tank, but not directly behind them, not in front of them, you know, not right next to them either. You want to be this distance, you know, so that way you're still shooting the same person, but you are not in the line of fire. Now, thought process on what do you do if your tank is not taking space and they're over here? Well, You can't be right here because now you are in direct line of fire. Your tank is the one who's off angling, which is not what you want to do. Instead, you should be this side. Because now, if you look at it again, and I rotate this, right? If I rotate this 90 degrees, look, now it's like an L shape again, right? This is the enemy, this is your tank, and you're here, they're shooting this way, you're kind of behind. So it's kind of like making an L shape, but you want to be able to not be directly in the line of fire of whatever engagement is going on. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I know it's a little bit confusing, but there you go. This video is getting too long, so I want to make it a little bit more concise. So thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you guys for watching these Rhino reviews. I really like making them. I hope it's able to impart a little bit more knowledge on your thought process and decision making as a Psylockes player. All right, thank you guys. Send in your replay IDs. Stay blessed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.